All right, baseball fans, take a look at my board here. I'm a diehard Yankee fan, but I also want to put out a video of what I think the New York Mets should do this offseason, what I think they will do this offseason. I also have a bold move, which is a huge trade. I think they're in a position to pounce and make a good trade. They do have some assets, and I think there was one player that who I think would be a better fit for them and can almost be king of New York better than anywhere else. He'd be a better fit in New York than he would any other team that people are talking about. And he's a superstar. And I may throw you guys off guard or you gals off guard, but I think once you see it, it might resonate with you a little bit. So even though I'm a diehard Yankee fan, I want to see my Mets do well. So here are my predictions for the new 2019-2020 offseason for the New York Mets. What I think they should do, I think they should sign Yasmani Grandal, a good veteran catcher. Okay, he's the best free agent catcher on the market right now, and I think he would do wonders for the back end of the rotation and the front end as well. But I think he'd be one of those catchers who can really elevate, the number 3, the number 4, and the number 5, which I think would be really good for the Mets. Okay. Secondly, I think the Mets should either sign Chris Owings or Scooter Gennett, younger guys for second base. This logic behind this and the logic behind some of my next things plays into this. So keep watching. All right. They're both 28 years old, 29 years old. Good contact hitters and be a good addition for second base. All right. Next, what I think they should do is sign either Michael Pineda or Jake Odorizzi. Michael Pineda's an innings eater, and I think he would translate well going from the American League to the National League. And Jake Odorizzi's been remarkably consistent if you look at his stats, and I also think he would translate well in the National League as well and be a good addition to the rotation. Because I do have somebody from the rotation being subtracted in this. Okay, so I wouldn't. And I also think that they should boost the bullpen as well. And I think they should sign either Sergio Romo or Drew Pomeranz to be relievers. Pomeranz is a lefty. Romo's a righty. Even though he's older, he's still productive. And I think both of those guys going back to the NL would be beneficial for them. So you're adding to the starting rotation, you're adding to the bullpen, and you're adding a really good catcher and some depth in the infield. Okay. Now, what I think they will actually do, I do think they're going to sign a catcher, but it's either going to be Grandal or Austin Romine or Blake Swihart, whatever his name is. Austin Romine, my gut tells me he's either going to go to the Mets or the Phillies, with Girardi being there. And I do wish the Mets would have got Girardi, but that said, that's okay. I think Beltran's going to do well, especially bringing in Terry Collins as a bench coach. He'll have some veteran presence there, and I think he'll do well with some veteran players as well. I think they're going to sign either Grandal or Romine or Blake Swihart. Swihart's younger, but they'll all bring a good veteran presence, and they're come from a championship pedigree. He comes from the Yankees, he comes from the Red Sox, and Grandal's been all over on championship level teams as well. Okay, or playoff level teams. He'll bring a lot of good experience to the Mets. Nextly, I do think they're going to sign either probably Sergio Romo to the bullpen. Good veteran. I think he'll give him some production. In terms of starters, I think they're actually going to sign either Alex Wood or Tyson Ross or Matt Moore, lefty for as a starting pitcher. Not sexy moves at all. Not sexy moves, but it does give the starting rotation depth, and they do have, I think from Mats they have what's the guy's name from Toronto, Stroman, and they also have DeGrom and Syndergaard as well. So they do have a lot of high-end pitching. So I think they could use to kind of boost the back end of their pitching, especially one or two guys. So with that said, I'm going to go to my bold move now. This is a move that I don't know if anybody's thinking of. I'm thinking of it, and I'm going to do the big reveal right now. And by the way, don't kill me. Don't be pissed or anything, but feel free to leave comments whether you think it's good or not good. Whether you think I'm crazy, leave comments down below. And if you like videos like this, click the subscribe button and click the bell next to it because I post baseball-related fun stuff. And I'll also add some of the videos that I posted. I posted MLB free agent predictions down below, and I'll post that down below in the description. But click the subscribe button because I post new videos every week. All right? And please click the like button if you like this content, if you enjoy this stuff as well. So here's my bold move. Dun, 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 dun. The Boston Red Sox receive Noah Syndergaard, Jeff McNeil, and 2 prospects. Yes, McNeil and Syndergaard. Crazy, but the Mets receive Mookie Betts. Okay? He is a franchise-altering player. He's one of the maybe 3 or 4 guys that I would give Syndergaard and McNeil for. He's one of them. Okay? He would address the outfield, and he'd be the second superstar Mookie in the Mets outfield in their history. But he would also be a prime leadoff hitter. He would give diversification to that lineup. Okay? And again, we'd be replacing Noah Syndergaard with another starter here, and we'd be adding to the bullpen because the starter wouldn't necessarily be as high profile or maybe as strong as Noah Syndergaard, so we'd be boosting the bullpen on the back end as well. So, yeah, we'd be subtracting from the rotation, but Syndergaard is not a difference-making player like DeGrom is. He's not Justin Verlander or Garrett Cole. He's good, but look what you're getting in return, Mookie Betts. And it would be easier to replace Jeff McNeil, even though he's a fan favorite and he's a really good player. You bring in Scooter Gennett or somebody like that, he'll be a good, solid player, okay? You're getting Mookie Betts, all right? And I love this trade. You are the first people that are seeing this trade. You might think I'm completely nuts. You might think it's a good idea. But I find him a better fit on the Mets than I do him on the Dodgers, than I do find him on the Cubs, The Mets don't need Chris Bryant from third base. They have Devers. They don't need Jorge Baez. They have Xander Bogaerts. The Dodgers don't need Mookie Betts. They have 83,000 outfielders, okay? And I think the Mets package would be more attractive than the Dodgers or the Cubs. Those are the 2 teams that everybody's talking about with Mookie Betts. I think the Mets and the Boston Red Sox can line up here for a historical trade, and both teams would benefit extremely well from this trade. So, again, these are my predictions for the Mets offseason. I do think some of these moves would be good for the Mets. And let me know what you think. Drop some comments down below. Let's have some dialogue. Let's put on your GM hat. Now, I'm putting on my GM hat. I can't wait for the winter meetings. And one of the next videos I'm going to post forward is my predictions for what's going to happen at the winter meetings. So again, if you want this type of stuff, you enjoy these types of videos, click that subscribe button and click the bell next to it so that you know when I post these videos. So, hope you enjoyed this. Let's have a great off season. I'll talk to you next time.